Don't ever sing as high as you can. Open your mouth, just do it. Sing lighter. Otherwise, you're gonna hurt your voice. How to sing high notes. I'll be covering that, breaking it down for you, so make sure to stick to the end for some awesome tips. Here we go. So before we get into all the technical stuff, I just really want to know, why do you want to hit high notes in the first place? Is it because it's just really cool, like some cool athletic endeavor? Or is there actually a specific song, or you just want to hit that note? Or do you just want to extend your range in general, and that's how you want to approach it? Let me know in the comments, and it's great to just self-examine, why do you want to sing high notes? My story with wanting to hit high notes is kind of funny. I actually had a certain note that I was really wanting to be able to sing because I wanted to sing along with some of my favorite Christian artists who had higher voices than me. That was my goal. But then when I actually went to study voice and worked on my voice, worked on vocal technique, I came to realize that, you know what? It doesn't really matter if I can actually hit that specific note, because what matters is that I sing well within my range, and within my range, I can still sing high notes and it'll sound good. So that's my advice to you, is make sure that you are not just trying to have your mind set on a certain note, but that you're actually singing well within your own voice and within your voice type. So here's the exact techniques though that you'll need to get down and master to be able to sing these high notes really well. The first is simply to stay relaxed. Any tension in your body or your voice will just only hinder you from being able to sing those high notes. So make sure that you're stretched nicely, that there's no tightness in your neck or your shoulders. Stand with a good posture, and then make sure that you're not looking up to hit the high notes. Oftentimes we feel like we need to do that, but that only causes more tension. So keep your chin down and look straight ahead. And if at any point when you're trying to sing a high note, if you feel strain or if you feel like it's hurting, then don't do it. That's not how it should be. There's another way. Open your mouth. It's as simple as that. It sounds rudimentary, but you wouldn't believe how important this is to singing high notes. The higher you sing, the more you want to have your mouth open so that there's no tension and you have enough space to hit the high note. Also, if you're singing on vowels that are small like E and U, you're gonna wanna modify those vowels and open your mouth more, so that you have enough space. So always open your mouth, just do it, believe me. Have an open throat. What does that mean? Isn't that the same thing as opening your mouth? No, it's not. So what I mean by this is have space in the back of your mouth so that you're not squeezing and tightening in the back. So the way to do this is to raise your soft palate. How do you do that? You start the beginning of a yawn and then maintain that as you sing the high notes. So like this. Raise your soft palate. What this will do is that it'll open up the back of your mouth so there's space here. Also, it'll help your larynx lower so that your larynx is not super high and making it squeezed. Also, we want to make sure that your tongue is not clenching up and lifting in the back. So keep your tongue on the bottom, touching the bottom teeth, and have an open throat. Make sure to do that. Now, once you've got those things, this is one of my favorite things. This is breath support. Not only do you need to breathe from your diaphragm, you've probably heard that already, hopefully, but we need to engage these inner abdominal muscles to supply enough breath pressure to our vocal folds in order to hit the high notes. The higher the note is and the louder the note is, the more breath support is required. And so if you want to know more about exactly how to do good breath support, I have a resource down in the description, which is a vocal technique mini course. And in that, I cover how to do breath support and some great exercises on that. Hey! Head resonance. So what is head resonance? What I'm talking about here is a ringing quality to your voice. So the opposite of head resonance would be a breathy, airy sound. And so that will only strain your voice and make it harder to sing higher notes. And so you have to really make sure that you have good head resonance. You feel a nice buzzing up here. Great way to feel that is just to simply hum and feel all this ringing, buzzing feeling, and then keep that head resonance in your singing and in your vowels, and make sure that you maintain a nice resonant sound. Otherwise, you're gonna hurt your voice when you sing high notes. Higher, the lighter. So this last thing is really important because the higher you go, you're gonna need to sing with a lighter production and a lighter sound. We do not want to carry this weightiness into our high notes, or else you're gonna really hurt yourself as well. So you need to maintain all these things we've talked about so far, but as you go to the higher notes, sing lighter. All right, that's it for the specific techniques, but I want to give you a few more pro tips. The first is warm up your voice daily, regularly, because you need to strengthen your vocal muscles. So same as you wouldn't go running without stretching, you can't go hitting high notes or you will hurt yourself unless you have your voice thoroughly warmed up. So do some warm-ups. The next is strengthen your middle range first before you attempt to hit the high notes. I know it's tempting to go right to high notes, but believe me, if you strengthen your middle range, it'll really help you once you start expanding to higher and lower notes. Don't ever sing as high as you can. All right? I know it's tempting, but don't do it. You're gonna hurt yourself. Your top note in warm-ups is not your top note for singing songs. All right? It can be deceiving. You hit that high note in your warm-up, now you think you can sing it in your song, but no. You should be singing about 3 half steps lower than your highest note in warm-ups for your top note of your songs. So don't be fooled. And then finally, just sing within your range. If there's a song that's too high for you, figure out what your high note is that you can sing comfortably, that sounds good in your voice, and then move the key of the song to fit your voice instead of vice versa. Don't be like me and trying to hit a certain note. Just transpose, change the song to fit your voice rather than trying to just strain your voice. I hope this helped. I hope this gave you some value. If you'd like to find out some more resources, like I said, we have a free vocal technique mini course which goes through many of these techniques, and that's down in the description. You can find that. We also put together a full-on vocal course that just covers all the foundational technique you need to be able to develop your voice and really get that groundwork to be able to then just develop your voice for God's glory. So you can check that out as well. And otherwise, if you found this video valuable, I would encourage you to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel for more videos like this, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.